Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Atletico de Cali FC here at Football Manager 26 here in Colombia, where we have 349 million, although we are expected to go to 12.6 billion in deficit by the 2026 season, which I really don't understand. But as we're under the wage bill, we have 92.6 billion still available in terms of the transfer budget or the recruitment budget. We did hear, right, that the available transfer revenue has gone down to 10% because we have a weakened financial state. We also tried, even though we've been here less than 3 months, I thought, you know what, we have A plus ratings in terms of the supporters of the board. Let's ask to see if we can improve our youth recruitment network, right? It's good, but I thought, let's try to make it great. One of the best in Colombia. No. All right, we have adequate academy coaching. I also requested, can we maybe improve that? No. Then I thought, well, maybe you'll let me just like go from a national C license to a national B license and approve myself. No. So I'm not gonna like pick up my toys and leave because I do want to win something, which is something they've never done at this club. Granted, again, it's only like a 20-year club, but still. Although it is going to be hard to win something if like we don't compete in a domestic cup. Like if we only compete in the league and then only the top team gets promoted, that is tough to win. That is very tough to win something. So we have some good news and we have some bad news. But actually, a lot of it's actually just kind of bad. But Restrepo is out with an injury. Hermaza had a horror attacker against Patriotas, although which we did win very, very late, 10 men. Cano actually passed to Farias and he scored in like the 92nd minute, I think it was, at stoppage time. Jaramillo is still out for 11 days to 3 weeks, our starting keeper. Garrido has played a decent amount since the injury, right? Back to back appearances. Not played super well. Now, he is just 21 years old. But because we're trying to sell Agueldo here, Agueldello, sorry, we are going to let him get the start. Palacios, don't know why he's down to a 2-star. I mean, he's made 9 appearances at 4 starts, but anyways. He's going to get a start because Alamia was just god awful in the last game. He had a 6.17. And so Villa, who is back from his weird medical mystery that kept him out for the entire month of March, basically. He wasn't hurt. He just said he was out due to a medical situation. I don't know if that's like paternity leave or what. But he will start for Alabia. Balate. Where is Balate? Because he is also dealing with an injury. Oh, there he is. He is fit, but he's not like fully fit. So he's just going to stay on the bench. Or not even on the bench. He's just going to miss. Saavedra and Garcia are the only two like full-time midfielders. Torres is also in. Royo will play for Chala if he needs a break. Although this dude is made out of glass. He's been hurt 3 times already. Because Torres will have to play in the midfield for a sub. Because we don't have anybody else. We brought in Hincape as a midfielder to not rely on teenagers and for a little more experience. But he can't be registered until June. Restrepo is also being sold in June. So, try to get him healthy. Perdomo is obviously on a yellow, so Aguilar might have to play. Renteria is back from an injury. Onate is getting a start. Actually, no, we'll let Farias continue to start, but Onate will probably be one of the subs off the bench. Cano is our young American. I don't know if he's like doesn't seem to be a dual international, so he just seems to be playing down here in Colombia. He actually had the game-winning assist, so he's going to get a chance to start. 17-year-old Capote is another, 17-year-old who plays a little bit on the right wing, but he can't play on the other wing, which is why VF4 is in there, because he can play at both wings. And with only being able to have 7 subs, like if we had 9 subs, right, that'd be different. So we're going to go to the bench here. Yeah, Villa's not fit, right? But again, I refuse to put Alamia back out there after that 6.17. He will play. He'll come off the bench, but I wasn't going to allow him to start. Tell everybody the media is praising us. Jaguars, pretty solid team. They're also the top 8. We're on the road here. And with a Guadello being so out of shape as we are wearing never mind. We're still wearing the same kit that we almost always wear. The white shorts with the blue checkered white top. I mean, it's not a bad kit. It's not a bad primary kit. Don't get me wrong. It's just when you have 3 kits, it would be kind of neat to wear more than one. But we've worn the yellows, I think, once or twice. Farias loses the ball, but typically the opening kickoff highlight doesn't last too long. And there we go. I would just my goal is to get at least 6 points from the 12 in April. We have Jaguars, that we have. Who's the other team? We have another top 8 team that we play in April. Then we have 2 teams kind of like in 12th through 15th position. So if we can at least get 6 points, as Vera's going to dribble it out, he's going to pass it to he dribbled by Garcia, then pass it back to him. Vera, dude, you're a center back, but he's going to play it all the way ahead to Farias, to Renteria, who could have potentially turned there and found, I think it was Perdomo, but Cano. Oh, Cano. All right. I'll take that from the young kid. I mean, he could have passed the ball into the center, but we get a quarter out of it. Chala tries to deliver it in. That is where we do miss Alomia a little bit. At his 6'9" self is obviously really good at, getting on the end of a quarter. He has 2 goals from that this season. We're going to get another quarter, although this time no highlight. And again, like, Jaramillo is definitely our goalkeeper. Like, unless he just falls off a cliff with his performances. When he comes back, Alabia is definitely going to be starting at center back. What we do at our wings, I don't know. I am trying to get Cano and Capote, enough match time to try to encourage their development. We are just not playing that well. I mean, they are arguably better than us, right? They're dominating possession. They have 5 shots to a target. We have 1. They have 61% possession to our 39. I mean, I know that's not everything, but still. Okay, Farias. Who is that 2? You have 2 defenders right there, dude. Like, I understand we're being pressed and whatever, but like, that is just a dumb decision. Saavedra to Garcia to Farias. Farias somehow gets through, and he scores. Giovanni Garcia with the assist. Batista Farias makes up for his bad pass a moment ago and puts us ahead 1-0 at the end of the first half. Now, our fans continue to ask us, hey, we need to re-sign Farias. We need to re-sign him. Well, we have tried to talk to Americo de Cali. I mean, that's just a great move right there about bringing it back on a permanent. They want like $2.1 billion, which we obviously cannot afford. I mean, Cano's not playing that well. Perdomo's having a shocker. 6.1. I mean, damn. I will tell the team I'm happy. I mean, I would like to say we need more possession because we do. But at the same time, we're winning, right? We're winning on the road against a top 8 side. And at the end of the day, as we get into the second half here, I don't care. I like getting stuck in. I just want to be in the top 8. like we're a young club, right? We're only 21 years old. We're a little bit over 10 years in terms of being known as Atletico. I am going to stop here. God damn it, he already got his yellow. Sorry. Sorry for swearing. I knew I should have gone with Aguilar and made that sub at halftime. That's my fault. I was hoping he could get me like 5 or 6 minutes into the second half, but he was not. They've only once finished in the top 8 in the second division of Colombian football so far early in their history. Oh, no. Yeah, here comes the equalizer. Probably, anyway. Yep. We put Aguilar in, and just right away he gets run by. Just, I don't know what he's doing. He's watching the ball. That's what he's doing. And just seems to not understand the fact that he's got somebody outside of him. I mean, Cano's not played very well, so I think he'll get subbed off a little after the hour mark. I don't want a defeat. To be fair, like that probably is what should happen based on the run of play. Because we've been bad. Like, we have just been bad. I won't ask Villa to play a full 90 minutes in his first start. Villafora will come in for Cano, who's not playing very well. Ario will come in for Chala, who's not played very well. I wanted to get Anate in, but the problem is we've had to make 4 subs. And Garcia is already tired. But you know what? I will let Anate come in. He's not played in a while. And Torres just really can't play in the midfield. And again, a defeat's incoming. I am 90% sure. Thankfully, that header goes over the crossbar. We are going to go down to being cautious because they're just dominating us in possession. We'll also go to standard tempo, standard time wasting a little bit earlier than normal. We're going to try to go to extended time wasting a little bit earlier than normal. Nice play. Ups. Well, it was a nice initial play by Saavedra, but then he turns the ball back over right away. Well, yeah, I'm not sure if I don't know if I'm going to want to waste more time than normal if we go down 2-1. Oh my God. Aguadelo just never reacted. He just stood there. I mean, if we get a draw on the road, I would 100% take that. I would 100% take that. With Hermaza out with suspension because of his horrific tackle the last match. Now, Perdomo is going to be out because he's got too many yellows. We have 4 minutes to stop each time here. Can we just see out the draw? God dang it. I don't know. These end of the match highlights always make me nervous. I know the last one worked out for us. But this one, somebody going to stop Renteria? Nope. Okay. Thankfully, it went over the bar. But just... I mean, we're still getting stuck in, but yeah, we just let him dribble by us. But we do survive with a draw. I don't think we really deserved it. We had way more. We had 13 fouls. They were better at passing. We ran the same. They had more corners. Both of us were pretty crap on crosses. They definitely outshot us, and they had way more possession. Yeah. I tell a bunch of players that they deserve to come off. So again, we get the one we get a point. All right, we get a point. Um, we stay in second. All right, they're in fourth, right? So I mean that's Cartagena could. Well, wait, no, they have played 11. I thought for a second said they played 10. So, we are still playing, pretty well. You can see that, the form. Right? We lost, drew 1-2, and then drew. Right? We're 5 matches away from the end of the first half. Bogota is on 17. What? Yep. So we're 4 points clear. I mean, so yeah, we're not that. Or okay, sorry, 5 points with International. Like again, we're not in a position where we're like running away with it. Like Deportivo is 9 points clear with 5 to go. Like I don't think they're gonna be in the top 8 no matter what. We probably should be. We probably should be. Now, will we? I don't know. Right? I don't know. We were definitely lucky to draw. Can't argue with that. Yeah, so Aguilar's got to start because I was dumb and did not take Perdomo off when I should have. I mean, the good news is Hermaza's back from his suspension. Vitafora will come in and he will start for Cano. Capote will come in for Cano and he will be a sub. Onate will start for Farias. Alomia will be able to come in for Villa. Villa will come in for Palacios. Belante will be on the bench for Palacios. You know what? I'll let Arroyo come in and get a start, right? Because he's been a little while since he has started. And we'll let Agueldo get another start because Jaramillo, 11 days to 3 weeks. He's still going to be out. Like, he's still going to be out essentially all of April. So we have Leonis and Independiente de Jumbo. Again, these are matches in theory we should win. In theory. Right? They're in 10th. Jumbo's in 13th. All right, if we could get 6 points from those two, we'd have 27 through 13. Depending on goal differential, we'd be in either second or third place. Or I guess technically fourth if they, but if we won both, it's unlikely we have a too much worse goal differential, right? And then with just 3 matches to go after that, it'd be unlikely, right, that we'd fall out of the top 8, which is all I really want. Get into the top 8. We have the next 16 matches. Ideally, we finish reasonably well to try to bring some money in from a finished place, and with a good youth recruitment. Maybe we do continue to rely on that a little bit and not re-sign a ton of players. We'll just take a very brief look at our contracts, right? So, this expires in 2027. Mia obviously would like to re-sign. Vera probably. Agueldo we're trying to sell. Aguilar, I don't know. Hermaz obviously would like to keep around. Saavedra, 2028. Riario and Renteria, December of 2026. Onate, similar. Geraldo, Windows Frias, and December of 2026. So we've got some time. We've got some time with a lot of our contracts. So it's not pressing, but still obviously would like to try to get some things done. So what we're going to do is we're going to play the rest of April off camera, right? Try to get those 6 points. Then see what happens against Santander. And then maybe have a play both matches in May on camera, right? To finish out the first half. And then obviously we have a little over almost 2 months off then, May to July. At that point, I will try to ask again for a coaching course. I don't think I'll try to improve the youth. I would love to, but it's pretty clear the board is not going to go for that. And then, we'll have the next 16. But apparently we don't play in the domestic cup of the second division. Kind of feel like there's a domestic cup in Columbia somewhere, but apparently we don't play with it in the second league. But thank you, everybody. Take care, and I'll talk to you all later.